And we're live.
Hey,
What's up, everybody?
hello everyone. And as we were just mentioning, right before starting, this is probably the last episode of Duval Dragons because now we have to have a TPK so that Maddie can't play on his birthday in 2 weeks.
No.
So, no, I wouldn't do that. Would I? Would I though? Would I though? I guess we're just going to have to.
Would not.
I would totally not. Even though now, like I've called myself out, so like I mean,
feels like a challenge, huh?
It's we'll see. That depends. Maybe Zakriya's already gone. Like maybe I just like started off the slasher movie last time. You guys don't know. You don't know.
Sure,
Anyway,
sure.
None of that is important right now because we need to say hello to you the fine few amazing, loudly ridiculous, awesome people out there in the internet world. Because this, my friends, is episode 49 of
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
And dragons.
Beep, bop, boop.
All the dragons.
Jake's mic died.
Yeah, always.
But like he straight up had to like reset that shit this time.
Wow, yeah, it's dead.
Wow.
You have been silenced.
Whoa. Did he blow his mic?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness,
so
he killed
bad.
it. It's dead. He blew it up. Zoom killed his mic.
Oh boy.
This is the first time I've ever seen Jacob Duval too hard.
No, Jacob, you're dead. We can't hear it. We're just saying.
Oh boy.
I'm sure he can hear us. It's literally just, yeah.
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 Just keep emoting. We'll do. This is a charades version of Duval and Dragons.
Sounds like
Two
Two
words.
First word.
This is wonderful.
Oh, boy.
I mean,
dude.
I guess.
I
Oh, there
cannot
you are.
There it
believe.
is.
Hey.
Wait. Oh no.
Nope.
Oh,
It was there and it gone.
oh,
Little
that's your
teaser.
wiring, bro.
Yeah, my mic literally died.
Okay.
That's-
My mic literally died in the midst of the Duval. That's
What?
that's
Just-
amazing.
I'm impressed. Well done.
Anyway, and dragons.
And dragons.
The anticipation.
That's awesome.
Did you do the thing that I think you just did? Well played. That's really smart.
Good.
Because I literally freaked out again because I thought my mic went out.
Got me. I
Wow,
couldn't help but finish it.
that was something else. So now I got to figure out if I ironically I have a new mic that doesn't keep turning me down.
Huh.
All right, so I'm gonna carefully before we do anything else, I'm gonna try and carefully set it down and see what.
No. No. Can't. Not
Crap.
allowed.
Oh boy.
Game over.
This isn't fun.
Oh my god, this reminds me of the old like iPod with the earbuds days where you had to like wrap your fucking earbud around the iPod to get that shit to
And then
work
hold
because the wiring sucks.
Wow, that is. I couldn't even. I even called myself out. I was like, okay, I'm gonna carefully turn it and
Yeah.
down. Anyway, so hopefully I just don't move slightly to the left or something, and like maybe it'll work. Anyway, hi again. How the fuck am I supposed to run a game now? Anyway, it's all good. I've been in weirder,
Well,
more chaotic situations than this.
Do you have another
So,
mic?
I do, but I haven't set any of it up yet. So I actually have a new mic to replace this one.
How fast is it to set up? Because if we can get through our
too-
intros and
too-
you can
too
get that
long.
done. Damn.
Too long. It's one of those like super nice, like actual like plug-in, not
Oh.
USB. Like I got
Big
like
old fancy bitch.
yeah, I went fancy schmancy. It was actually a gift from
Oh.
on Hope Lavelle.
Ho, ho, ho.
So anyway, story for another time. My name is Jacob Plick, Duval King Jacob, wherever I can be found
It
on
is.
the internets. This is our wonderful bi-weekly chaos storm of emotional damage here in the world of Yorohasu, this world that we're building together to probably destroy. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, you're the one who keeps threatening us with Lavos.
I mean, I haven't threatened Lavos in a while.
No. Now we got this big old goopy bitch.
Maybe. Anyway, so but of course, as I mentioned, and as you already heard, I'm not telling this story by myself, my friends. We'll go reverse order this time. So, Maddie, start with you. Who are you and who are you playing?
Oh, no, not me. Hey,
Yeah.
Hi. What's up, folks? I'm Maddie, aka So Maddie Games. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm playing Rilo Rumblebelly, the Petitfling Sorcerer Warlock. Petitfling is halfling tiefling. Petitfling. Anyway, I don't think I need to describe that anymore after 49 episodes, but I still do. And oh my god, I'm so excited now that we're at 49 because 50 is going to be on my birthday. 50 is going to be my birthday. And I'm just warning you, Jake, I'm going to just be nuts.
How is that different than literally the 49 episodes prior?
I might be more suicidal.
Oh, geez. That was so specific. What?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just have a feeling like I'm going to go nuts.
Huh. Interesting.
But today, I'm just going to be regular old Rilo. You know, who, I don't know, talks to Dave, the angel, and worries about that weird devil guy who might be his dad.
Mysteries remained to be resolved sometime, maybe never. Who knows? And officially welcoming a particularly awesome, wonderful person back from the darkness that was her not being here 2 weeks ago. Jess!
Oh, hi, guys, gals, non-binary pals, and buttholes. I guess we have a preemptive content warning for episode 50. Hi, I'm Jess. I'm Freckle Sketches everywhere. And today, I use she, they pronouns, and today I'm playing Zakria Raashi, the Fire Genasi Paladin, Oath of the Ages. She uses she, her pronouns. Super badass, leader of the Peacekeepers, mom galore, and one of two party moms.
Indeed. Phenomenal. Speaking of who may not even know that they were a party mom until now, right, Jay?
I mean, step mom. Yeah. Step party mom. God mom.
Right. That feels right.
But hi, I'm Jay. I use she, her pronouns, and I play the Goliath Paladin Rune, who somehow took a step and is now in a sewer. Any ideas why, Jacob?
Yes. And we'll get to that. And in quite the opposite situation, much less sewery, much more thunder and lightning. Hello, Chris.
Well, hi, everybody. I'm Chris. I play Sator, the party lightning rod, but hasn't had very many lightnings for the last couple episodes, which is nice for a change. Hopefully, I don't get any today.
Oh my god, you're immune.
And now,
Yeah, it was like when you won that scratch off, it was like the 14th time is what it took.
yep, something like that. So, yeah, it's nice.
Oh, just Thunder God things. Anyway,
I don't know what that's all about yet either.
Glad that broke Maddie. That's really funny.
Oh god. Yeah.
And of course, the last and certainly not least, Jeremy.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jeremy, better known as Darth and Trey on the interwebs, and tonight I'm playing Dante D. Winters of House Demetriesque and the Party Druid.
And receiver of corgi throwing on the receiving end, I should say.
And Bear Hugs Lamb, so yeah, there is that.
There's that. Balance. Balance is all things should be. Anywho, so Last time on Duval, yeah, it's just going back down now. That's really weird. Last time on Duval Dragons, our beloved, wonderful party of peacekeepers, while attempting to finalize the peace here in Okeechobee, the sort of burgeoning confrontation that is expected once this half barrier of arcane energy protecting the people of the rich district comes down. Setting the table by creating training sessions and moving some people around, creating even evacuation plans in case things go particularly awry, and sort of had a bit of a come to, I wouldn't say come to Jesus, because Jesus ain't here, bro. Maybe a come to Bahamut, or perhaps a come to Cord situation in regards to, what's that?
Come to Dave.
Come to Dave also works. Come to Dave, buddy. 100%. As far as their sort of finalizing their specific next move as the clock continues to tick down to Bradshaw's deadline, which in this case is in about a day or two. Zakaria having a bit of a solo time currently, doing a bit of work on the side, which we'll get into, as the remainder of the party hanging out at the Peace Gate had a visitor, an Azias Thernor, who appears to be this bardic type figure in requested or an audience in which to be interviewed, hired to become a peacekeeper and assisting with the ongoing peace, not negotiations, but plans, I should say, and execution of such. And in true peacekeeper fashion, half the party was like, "Bet you're in," and half the party was like, "I don't know about that." And a decision was made to put them to the test. And what sort of came from that was a battle in which they were accosted, if you will, by both Rilo and Satir. And what seems that they certainly held their own. And there was a massive display of all things violence and arcana, and were especially because everyone realized that Zakaria wasn't in the peacekeep anymore, decided to mention that there would be a follow-up shortly thereafter, the following day. All while Zakaria finally received a response from the Queen in regards to the goings-on in Duvalia, also mentioning that their Dragonborn acquaintance slash deity slash other words yet to be defined, threat slash rival to Rilo, maybe, I don't know, yet to be defined, was offering a bit of assistance up north. And as the rest of the party decided to head out into the Port District and head towards several of the locations that are said to have been controlled, these depots of the shield that surrounds surrounds the Rich District, I should say. Rune stepped a bit into this area of dirt, and that dirt seemingly covering some sort of hole. And then Rune disappeared into the darkness.
Rune go down the hole.
Rune go down the hole. I'm glad you like. I like that reference as well. So, Rune. As you descended into this sludge, this cold, dark embrace of awfulness, you find yourself tumbling. The world is dark and chaotic. You can't make rhyme or reason because your senses are flooded with this garbage, water, awfulness. You tumble and you move forward as this, wherever you're headed, continues. But you do have your wits about you as this tumble continues. First and foremost, I do not believe that you have dark vision. Is that correct?
I do not.
Okay. So even as you attempt to even open your eyes, and even trying to resist this stinging sensation, as what we hope is simply just swamp water, enters your nostrils and eyes. What would you like to do?
Okay, so I'm still tumbling down. Yep. I'm trying to see if there's is there anything that I can maybe like reach out and try to like grab a hold of that to just maybe stop me.
Sure. So you're just taking like your hands and just reaching out like as far as you can go.
Yeah, if I can't reach something, at least maybe try to slow me, get my hands up so I can put myself down. Yeah,
absolutely. So as you sort of reach out, as you continue to tumble, you after about a few seconds, you feel like the outside of like a fingertip sort of graze some what feels like in a scrape of something physical. Perhaps it's stone, perhaps it's granite, but not sure, because that scrape happens and it's gone. And then maybe another tumble about 4 or 5 seconds later, and you try and grab hold another time. Make in this case, an acrobatics check, or athletics if you're better at that.
Let's go athletics. And that's a 22.
Okay, I think we're back now.
Yeah.
There we go. And now Cooper wants to bother me.
Oh, cut out again. Dang it.
1 second.
There.
In the meantime, while we wait, for your consideration, for all of your wonderful dice needs, all of your shirt needs, all of your tumbler needs, head to sonerdwear.com. It's what the nerds wear.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
The Zakria dice and the GM dice are stacked. Cheat in your games. Only at sonerdwear.com. I'm kidding. They're not cheaty. They're just really good.
They're just really good. I get so many crits. Oh, God.
It's so good. It should be illegal.
Should be.
Okay. I think I'm back. All right. Sorry about that, folks. I accidentally touched my mic again, and everything blew up again. So, what was that check?
It was a 22 on athletics.
22. So you reach out with your left hand and with your right on either side as you tumble. And this time is you're just guessing at this point. You can't see anything, and you grab what feels like a piece of metal in your hand, and you are suddenly slid, bam, thrown against what feels like a wall. And as it just continues to careen and hit, and so you have this handhold now, essentially, and you're slammed against this wall, and you feel like as your muscles like tense up and sort of light that fire of just almost being stretched to the limit, and you're able to grab a hold of a second right in front. And just based off of knowledge that you just have, the hope perhaps is that it is like not a step ladder, but one of those rungs on like a ladder that would be somewhere like underneath a sewer.
Okay. Okay. Is there still debris coming at me as I'm hanging on to this thing?
It's not debris. It's this heavy current.
Okay. I'm going to try to pull myself up. If I'm picturing it right, it's that half hang where it's like the little nub bits hanging off. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm gonna try to pull myself up. At least try to if I can hook my arm into something more to get me more stable.
Wonderful. As you begin to pull up, you feel the top of your head change as you partially begin to surface above the melee that is this current, and you still don't see anything. It is completely dark.
Okay.
But your head is above this water, and you just hear the spray of this current.
Hey, you ready? Water. Yes. I am going to. That's okay. No.
Well, while you're thinking
Yeah.
about what you want to do, what are the rest of you that are aware of this situation doing? What a well-timed Halo.
Hate it.
Yeah, it was purposeful. Anyway, wait, where'd Rune go?
Hey, I don't know. Did she go? Did she go down that hole?
What
She felt
hole?
that-
Yeah, and as you look, you see that hole is really, really big,
Oh,
and
shit.
you see the surrounding sand and dirt begin to just fall into.
Oh.
Is it falling in at a rate that we're going to be caught by the collapse?
It does not appear to be.
Okay.
No, it's like a kind of like a collapsing sand dune.
Okay. I got a question. When I look through Pepper's eyes, do I still have Devil's Sight?
When you look through, sure.
Okay, I was just curious. I would send Pepper down there.
Okay. So, and you Pepper acknowledges and heads on into the darkness below,
And I'll go into
and is immediately out of sight.
and I would go into Pepper's eyes and like
Okay.
look and see what's down there. You know, like
Mhm.
I wouldn't have her go like plunging all the way down, but
I
you know,
assumed
just
not.
trying to like kind of get an eye of like what is going on.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. It's flying creatures helpful in this situation. Go ahead and make a perception check using Pepper's situation.
Okay, that is, let's say, Pepper's got a +3, so 15.
All right. So it's really the spray that sort of is the first thing that you notice, and the fact that you don't see Rune anywhere.
Yeah.
And all around you see it's like you entered into the middle of a canal of this spraying sewage awfulness, and as you look around you see the outline of, like, it's with double sight, not even of color truly,
Yeah.
as there is no sense of light other than what's above you,
Yeah.
and it's just this large, almost like 15-foot spray of water
Oh.
that just seems to go from one particular like hole to another.
Okay. What
And then the outline of like a small set of about 5 foot, 4 foot on either side, like a small what's the term?
Like a ledge?
Yes, essentially.
Oh, okay.
But not a ledge that leads down necessarily. It just leads towards that channel. It's more like this area is just to channel where this disgusting sludge is headed.
Okay. So what direction is it going? Is it moving?
From your vantage point, it is going to the right.
Okay. I'll have Pepper come back up because I don't think she could handle that kind of current. And I don't want to get her stuck in poop.
Fair.
I just have a feeling it smells awful. But
well, considering you're sharing senses, I think you can confirm that it's awful.
yeah, it's gross. But there's the current of icky, gross stuff is moving that way. I think Rune went that way.
Hey, do we want to split up and have one of us go down the hole and try and track her down, or the rest of us go that way?
I don't know how anybody can go down that hole and track her. And the thing is, a very current and it's very strong, and it's like, oh, wait a minute, Dante, you're a druid, right? Oh no, you don't have any more wild shapes left. Never mind. Oh gosh, that'd be a good time for a shark, huh?
Guys, I'm good in the water. It's not a big deal.
Oh, that's right. You're a sailor.
It's just I'm good in water. I don't have a problem with it.
I don't think that's water.
What do you think it is?
I think it was water at some point.
Oh, I see where we're headed.
Yeah.
Regardless, Rune is down there. We don't know where she is.
Okay. All right. Sator, then yeah. We should head that way, and maybe if you think you're okay, you're probably the only one who can handle with that'll look like a really strong current. So
I don't even blink an eye and just jump in.
all right.
Okay.
Let's run that way and see what we can find.
As Satir jumps in, Sam's like, "Wait, we can turn you into a shark." Oh, okay. I guess we'll just
Yeah.
stay here? Should we or follow? I don't know what to do.
let's go this way because I
Huh?
know the liquid stuff was going this way, but also remember aren't sharks really stupid?
I don't know. I've never been a shark.
Well, I'm just
I've never
saying-
met a shark.
Well, no, but I hear they don't have very big brains, and if Sator was turned into a shark, he would not have a brain anymore.
That's
And
shockingly deep.
He might try to eat Rune that way.
Oh yeah, that
But Dante,
Yeah, that would be
Dante's
bad.
a druid, and he
Mhm.
keeps his smarts. You know what I mean? So it's like totally.
Oh, is that the difference?
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. It's like weird things you learn at magic school. Oh.
I you know what? I want to know more about this, but I also recognize this is an emergency, so
Yeah,
I will
let's
belay
get
the 4,000 questions that I have right now, and continues to follow. And Satira, as you plunge in, and there is an aspect. What is happening?
I'm sorry. It's what Mare said.
Oh, nice. Yep. Just it's one big large intestine down here, everybody. That's actually what's underneath the city. That's the secret. Roll credits.
David here.
So Satira, as you plunge into the poop chute, that coldness is likely familiar. But unfortunately, there isn't much time to focus on it as you go careening off into oblivion. Give me, since this was much more targeted for you, go and give me an athletics check, please.
Okay. Athletics check.
Playing the wrong.
Where's my athletics? There it is. I do have a swim speed that's the same as my. That's better than my walking speed.
That's why you're not making a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Because you're familiar with currents. You know the idea is to, when you're in situations like this, rip currents, especially, or rip tides, I guess is actually the correct term. I'm a Florida. And is you go with literally the flow. This is more about your physical control at this point.
Okay. My athletics is 17.
17. So this is within seconds. Also, you do have dark vision.
I do.
So you actually, considering this is happening, I know it's weird because it's, there's in real life, there's 2 weeks of difference here, but in this situation, that conversation, you've essentially followed Rune down within seconds. And with your ridiculous passive, you actually are able to see Rune flying out of control, catching onto what appears to be this sort of errant, almost ladder, swing around up and go up.
Okay. I'll aim to follow suit.
Sure. With that 17, you certainly can.
Yeah.
Barely. That was a DC. So Rune, as you rise up, what was it that you wanted to do?
So, like, Brune has, like, her arm hooked in, and she's, like, frozen a little bit. Like, she's kind of, like, locked up. And she, like, starts kind of, like, having a panic attack because she has an aversion to swimming. So she, like, tries to, like, calm herself, and she starts, like, taking, like, whatever little breath she can take, like, Just breathe. Fine. It's fine. Close your eyes. Okay. And like, she just like closes her eyes and like she starts singing a song that Elaine taught her. And she just kind of like holds on tight and just has her eyes closed. And she's almost like reverted back to a child a little bit. And she's just like singing and just trying to get herself calm.
Okay. There is a loud splash below you. And then you hear sort of this thud from below you. And Satir, you are currently at this point about 15 feet away below where Rude is, and you just hear this this song and attempt at focus.
Rune, it's okay. I'm here.
Sator?
Hi. I'm below you a little bit.
Smells like shit down here.
It does smell like the wrong side of a creature, that's for sure. But I think we could get it out now.
I don't.
Can you see?
No. Can't see anything. It's all dark.
What do I see around me, Jacob?
So currently there is the body of water below you, and above you and above Rune is about another 30 feet of these rungs that are sort of outlaid into this wall. What appears to be made of some sort of concrete, and a small circular hole that has like a sort of a dribble of liquid coming out of it currently.
Is it on the surface or the side of the wall, or is it on the vertical, like a hatch?
It's like a hatch.
Rune, stay right there. Let me see if I can get past you. I'm gonna see what that. I can see a little bit, so let me get past you a little bit. There's something above us. Maybe I can get out and get us out of here.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I'll just be here.
Just hold on. It'll be fine. And I'll start moving to go past her on the rungs.
Okay.
To work my way up towards the where that hatch is.
Okay. And you crawl up, and I assume you grab a hold of where that latch is.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an outline of this long, like almost like a metal like sheet that seems to be covering the orifice that is this hole. And on the right side,
Those were words.
I don't even know either. They're words. And on the right side, there is what appears to be like a long latch that seems to sort of suggest a downwards slope there.
Okay. I'll gently I'll tug on it a little bit to see how does it feel like it's gonna like give if I pull just a little bit on it, or does it?
You kind of hear like something else on the other side unlatching.
Okay, so Rune, brace yourself. I don't know what's on the side of this. I don't know if it's going to be dirt or if more water. Brace yourself tight.
Which is funny that you mentioned that, because as that unlatching sound happens, you hear this deep growl coming from the other side of the latch.
A growl?
A growl?
Mhm.
Oh boy.
And then a hiss.
Oh,
Are we on? So we're on a vertical shaft, correct?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm trying to think. Picture this in my head. So below me, how far down below me is Rune?
From considering Rude, have you moved at all?
I'm probably like 3 rungs into this, so like it enough to keep my if my arms locked in it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably good ways up a little bit. Like, would I be able to hear that hissing and growling as that latch is being opened?
Certainly.
What is that sound?
I don't know. My guess is a beast of some sort, but
It's a dragon.
we can't see. I'm guessing it can't. It can see something, you know. But anything's better than you with us in the dark, in the water, and I don't know what's below us.
And I think, like, hearing that noise, like, Runa's gonna like try to tense herself and try to like get closer to like move up closer to Satur,
Okay.
so that I can be like right below, like where he's standing or holding on to.
It's a gator dragon.
All right.
Hey, are we going through?
I certainly don't want to stay down here, and whatever's up there, we'll just maybe we'll have like an element of surprise or something. But let's just try to bust through as fast as we can. I'll be right on your heels.
All right, I don't know what it is, but let's go. All
right.
Now, does the door swing in on us, or does it swing out?
It appears to swing out.
So it's going up.
Swing out towards you.
So if it's something standing on the latch, it's going to fall in past us. Like the door's going to fall in.
It's
right. If I'm thinking about this right, like if
yeah, it's gonna fall. Whatever's it's gonna fall in.
Is the hinge on the opposite side of the wall, so the door's going to fall away from us, or does it fall into
not down, but it's gonna fall out. Like it's gonna open out.
Okay.
Like to the left of you.
Okay.
So it's gonna. This is not gonna be pretty. You can feel it already. I guess we just go as fast as we can and take whatever licks we can do.
All right, and I'm actually gonna. I think hearing that, let me see if I actually have something. Oh no, but I haven't. I don't know if I have to be able to see it. Yeah, I can't see it. Otherwise, I could do command. All right. Yep. And like Rune's just gonna try to psych herself up for whatever the hell is about to happen.
And all right, on 3. 1, 2, 3, and I slam the door and go through the latch.
And I'm right behind.
So
I'm
you
right behind.
slam open the door. What's interesting is there is the first thing that you notice is this small, almost like a pinprick of light, like a small like slash, like sunlight going into a partially closed door is the first thing you see. What's unfortunate is where it's placed, it's the teeth that you see first. Yellow, jagged, and hundreds of them. As you see the outline of a giant crocodile. Rilo, Dante, as you are hightailing it away from this hole, where are both of you headed?
What do we see ahead of us going in that direction?
So the irony is it's pretty ordinary considering what just happened. Mounds of dirt, sheds as far as the eye can see, a few folks coming and going. And these mounds of dirt are much smaller than this one that you just found, and they continue on throughout the rest of the city.
Okay.
Are you looking for something in specific?
Well,
because nothing currently, based off of your time here, sticks out as out of the ordinary here.
Do we see any more of these wet spots?
No.
Shit, I don't know what to do. Do you have any thoughts, Dante?
So it doesn't look out of the ordinary. So we've seen these like little clumps of dirt and stuff while in the Po District, just not the wet one.
Yes, correct.
Shit, I don't know.
Just have to watch where you step.
Yeah, but I guess I would probably just like walk in that direction and I don't know, like keep my eyes out and see if we can hear or find anything that sounds like our friends or something.
All right.
Let me see. Hold on. If I have anything here that can help me, I don't think so.
What's another interesting sort of thing is I tell you what, both of you give me intelligence checks for me.
Okay. Oh shit. That's a 19?
Look at the big brain on Brad. What about you, Dante?
Just a second, I gotta pull up my character sheet. That's a 13.
13. So what strikes you both is, in comparison to the rich side, is like you've seen like manhole type sewer covers, not like an inordinate amount of them, but a few.
Yeah.
At a quick sort of like memory glance, no more than 6 or 7.
Okay.
And of course, like any city, from a sewage system type of scenario, there's got to be a connecting piece all throughout.
Right.
So, what's odd is that you've never seen any of these manhole covers in the Pro District. Ever. The nearest one that you can think of would be sort of near the market, near the Commerce District.
Okay.
And obviously, there's a big ass fountain in the middle.
Okay. We got to get down to the sewer system, and we don't want to fall down the hole. We want more control. I think we need to head to that fountain and go down and see if we can find them that way. Yeah? Yeah. I'm running.
Gus just says, following your lead.
What was that?
Following your lead.
Okay.
And it's like, this is the weirdest small triple play ever.
I know,
And-
I know, it's horrible. But I was just thinking, if Azias joins, we could be the small triple play. Or small quadruple play.
Quadruple, triple,
Quadruple.
quad play?
Small quad play.
Yeah, as you're flying and running off into the back towards the Commerce District. Dante, are you following, or are you doing anything different?
Dante is going to the location of where he knows the control panel is, because this is just too odd to him.
Okay. Following a different hunch. So yeah, you head to and again, all these shacks, some of them being used as homes for families and things. Nothing out of the ordinary. The only thing that you know is that they're circled on the map. These particular locations. And the difference that you all experienced when you looked at the one previously was the etching or engravings of arcane barriers, whether that's traps or locks, undetermined based off of your experience so far. So about a 10-minute walk, but you certainly arrive at the closest one that you were initially going to.
Okay, Dante is going to kind of look it over. With it being something that Anders had designed, he's going to kind of look at it and try to decide if there has been any tampering done with it. Because like he said, something's just not lining up. That wet spot wasn't there before.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to look over it. Because, I mean, he's still invisible, so nobody can see him.
Sure. Make an investigation check for me.
That is a 17.
17. You are just trying to make headway in sort of checking off boxes of things. What's different? Has anything been affected by this? You do see the outline on the door of what looks to be an attempt to break in. And you actually see the outline of like a flash of this like old like burning smell. It's vaguely there, like as if someone was trying to like burn off a lock or melt something. And as you do as you're like your hands even get closer to it specifically, The outline of the door glows with this blue abjuration like energy.
Can I use Arcana to try to figure out what it is? If it's some type of defensive magic.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 19.
19. So at a quick glance, pretty easy to understand that it matches just at an outside look. Some of the runes that are on the shield above your head, and this certainly at a glance look pretty familiar. And it's also especially with a combination of both the investigation and this Arcana knowledge. It feels like a trap, but not in one of those like disarm trap or the treasure explodes type of situation. And as you're sort of studying this over the next few minutes, there's a sort of a pulse of this energy, and you see the outline of a set of numbers of all zeros.
Well, that was conveniently left out.
And there's a pulse inside your mind, as if someone is communicating with you telepathically.
And it will not work because he is... Well, actually, no. Has it been an hour?
Not yet.
Okay, so yeah, he will let whoever it is into his mind.
Awaiting input.
Demetrius, Dante, passcode 007531.
And as you say these numbers, there's like a impulse of confirmation. Bing, 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 bing. And then that blue light flashes and you hear door unlock and open.
Dante will slide in and check the console.
Okay. And it's pretty nondescript. There's nothing in here except for a desk, a chair, and a small blue glowing orb.
And correct me if I'm wrong, this would be the orb that generates the energy for the shield.
Based off of your mother's description, probably a good guesstimate.
Okay. Dante will further investigate to make sure that there is no tampering.
All right. I'll say with the same roll, what's really odd is it's like there's not even like a layer of dust. Like there's either someone just cleaned this, or no speck of dust has even been allowed in here.
Very interesting. Maybe they have those little blue things that clean the streets when you spit on it. He will continue to look around the room, see if he sees anything.
That's all. Okay.
He's going to ponder for a minute as he's checking and touching stuff.
Okay. Satir and Rune.
Yes.
There is, right above you, a giant crocodile. So why don't you go ahead and roll initiative with me?
Boy, howdy. I got a 21.
Cool.
That would
So
be an 11 for me.
11 for Satir. Love that. Rune?
21.
21. So Rune, as right above you, Satir opens this door, and the face of this giant, and not just in name, it is this behemoth of a purple, scaled, monstrous, with several rows of teeth crocodile that hisses at Satir, and but you are ready as you have the top of the round.
So, like, when we say big, like, can you give me, like, are we talking about the size of a bus?
It's, let me check one thing really fast.
Because that's really going to determine what I try to do.
Number wise. Cool. Yeah. It's you because you're still limited by the light. But just based off of the mouth and the facial structure, this thing's at least 15 feet long.
Ooh, boy howdy.
And also another thing that you notice is a black collar around its neck.
Huh.
And the outline of a small, like, S that is sort of jagged and slanted on it.
On the collar?
Yep.
Fighting someone's fucking pet purple fucking crocodile.
What was on that color again, Jacob?
A jagged S.
Jagged S.
And like, how are we positioned, like, within this within the con?
You're essentially on the ladder, and the croc is right on the maw is right next to Satir's hat.
Okay. I'm gonna take, if I can. I probably would have I don't think I could have my quarterstaff. I'm just going to
I kind
try
of love the
to.
idea of you just poking a crocodile with a stick. Feels very Florida. So,
I was like, I'm trying to think, like, I probably have my quarterstaff somewhere on me because I don't go anywhere without it.
Yeah.
So I would like to take my quarterstaff and just go. If I can try to aim with as much force, aim straight up into the Croc's maw.
Sure, certainly.
It's going to be an 18.
18 will definitely hit.
And quarterstaff, where you go? Ah. 1d6 plus 6. Okay. Ah, nice. So that's going to be 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Woo! So yeah, as you reach out and thwack right on the tip of its nose, as it not quite cries out in a bit of shock at the sudden large stick that just slammed into its snout. Snout? I tried to say snout and mouth at the exact same time. Snout, snoot. Anyway, and there's a small clattering of broken teeth.
I'm gonna yell to Sator, "Up! Go up!"
Okay. So that's your first attack. I believe you have a second.
Yes, I have. Yep, I do. I'm going to has Satira gotten out of the hole?
Okay.
I'm going to take the quarterstaff again and try to clock it on near its eye.
Okay.
It's gonna be an 8.
8 is not gonna do it. As it recoils backwards, there's a kind of a small splashing sound as it just sort of hisses at you and sort of dodges the second giant stick attack.
And are we in a room with this thing?
You're still you're on the ladder poking up.
Oh, just poking up.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to climb up so we can try to get out the hole.
Okay.
If we can, because I'm trying to basically just get it away from the opening, put some distance between us and it.
Okay. Fair enough. Cool. And I just realized that I forgot my dice, and it's been an hour and a half. So give me 1 second. Satir, think about what you want to do, and I'm gonna go grab my dice because I'm gonna attack Rude because certainly it's hungry and tax opportunity, baby. So 1 second.
We're all hungry.
Yeah.
But so I poked in the mouth. So I essentially poked the bear.
You did. Well, in this case, it was poke the
If it's a crocodile.
You poked the snout.
snout. Yeah.
Noof.
Snout. Okay.
Who just keeps a fucking purple crocodile as a pet?
S.
Somebody with an S name.
Let's write that down.
Do we know anybody with an S name?
Sator.
Sam.
Sam. It's actually Sam.
I don't know.
It's Sam's crocodile. I just know it.
You know what's worse? After all that, does a 10 hit you?
No.
Nope.
I didn't think so. And as it reaches out to bite you, and just in this very aliens Ridley situation, right up on your face, and you just barely maneuver right out of it, and you can smell the scent of death on its in its mouth from what was likely a recent casualty of someone or something else. And I assume you're gonna use all 30 feet to go up.
Yeah, full
Okay.
movement.
Cool. Which leaves us with one satyr-sized morsel, because it is its turn now. So it's going to try to eat you, as one does.
No.
No, it's not. Natural one. Hear me talking all that shit. It's like my dice are like, you left me in the other room, and I will make you pay for this.
Haha.
Abandonment.
Second attack. 17 to hit.
Does hit.
Does hit. So, it reaches out to try to bite at you, missing both Rune and Satyr. As my volume decides to go back down, let me adjust that up again. Sorry about that. And what's really shocking is it's like whether it's like level of frustration or not. It's as you sort of sidestep the bite, what you miss is the tail thwacking you in the back of the head. Or 9 plus 5 is 14 points of bludgeoning damage as
Ew.
stars explode in your mind as it is trying to make you a much softer target.
Tenderizing. I appreciate it.
And it's gonna stay where it's at. Your turn, Satyr.
Okay, I'm gonna try something a little different. Instead of I will rage, but I will spend my both my actions to try to grapple it, crocodile wrestling style, where I hold the mouth shut and lay on its back.
Huh. Interesting. Okay.
So I will spend my movement and actions to try to grapple it and hold it down, so that way maybe we can rope its mouth shut on Rune's turn.
I love that idea so much. Okay. So that's what I believe with an attempt like this, you have to. Okay, so just be athletics check for or athletics off, opposed
Okay.
grappled checks, etc. Which you are. So it'd be a straight strength, which because you're raging gives you advantage.
Okay. Advantage.
Which you will probably need.
That would strength or athletics.
Strength, yeah. Strength, because you get advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Okay, so this is a strength check.
Yep.
So that would make me at a 24.
I believe via math beats the crocodile 17. So
Nice.
you take its back, bucking bronco. What's odd about it is you don't have a lot of room on the back of this thing. It is huge, and like you can feel like your hat like is up against this like the ceiling of this tunnel.
All right, I'm gonna hold on, and I'm gonna yell to Rune. Rune, hey, tie its mouth shut. As I hold on for dear life to hold its mouth shut.
Do Rune, I know you messaged me, but do tell what are you attempting to do? I love when a player's like, all right, I'm about to do some dumb shit. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna do something. Tell me what's happening.
You're muted.
I'm gonna yell to her, get it on its back. Try to get it on its back.
Hey, can you tie his mouth shut first?
Anyway,
Okay, I am going to do what Satori says. I am going to try to. Do we have rope?
you're an adventurer. I'd hope you have some rope, both of you. Typically in pretty much every adventuring kit ever.
You don't know us.
I do though.
We are ill prepared for crocodile. I don't have it. Wait. No, I don't have.
I have rope.
You do.
However, you have some time to think about what you're going to do because we are going to check with somebody else, someone that we haven't checked in with yet. Zakria, you've had a very, very busy morning. Currently, based off of the time, are you out in the fields and the farms right now?
Yeah, probably.
Would you like to describe what Zakria is currently doing?
For the moral support, I think the first thing she did the moment she left the Peacekeep was get Melora back into lizard form. Immediately taking Melora over to the fields and then talking with whatever farmers are left tending to this land that Zakria understands has been dead for some time. And is going to talk to them specifically about what they expect this has yielded in the future, or rather in the past, what it could yield in the future, what's typical for the land, just getting a lay of what grows well here in the best of conditions before doing what she intends.
Got it. So there are a few folk that you've likely gotten at least loosely acquainted to that have found sort of specifically a particular interest in what you're up to specifically. There's an older human gentleman, probably late 50s, early 60s. He's got a short, straight, brown hair, and with a kind of a bit of a 5 o'clock shadow. These like sunburnt, like pink skin, like in the aspect of like, why did you even go outside that long, bro? Type of skin, but dark blue eyes, and he's like, well, typically we've back in the day when things were much better, we had squash and corn, and especially corn. That was quite a popular trading export for us back then. Every now and again, a good pumpkin, strawberries in the winter, blueberries. It was quite plentiful. Some, I wouldn't say, really. He kind of pauses for a moment. Honestly, then the desert really, I don't really know how like temperate changes work, but there's a lot more desert around here than there used to be. About 10, 12 years ago. It's like
Interesting.
It's like it was like how like the water, like the waves, like kind of come in and go. It was like a wave of like desert, and just never left. Oh, you would know this gentleman to be Boran Trugust.
Boran Trugust.
Yep.
Okay, hold on.
Okay. At that, Zakria is going to say, okay, with the desert kind of encroaching in on your territories, here, if this land were to become plentiful once more, do you believe you have the resources to upkeep it?
Well, I mean, I don't know. We used to, but as you can probably imagine, can't really keep folks on the job if there's no job to be had.
Yeah, I'm hoping to change that today.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
how would you change that today? It's it's not that I don't believe in you and what you believe in and what you're trying to do. I just it would kind of take some sort of weird miracle, if I'm being honest, ma'am.
It sure feels like a weird miracle when I do it. I've only done it once, so we're gonna see if it works.
Done what? You've done a miracle before?
I wouldn't even call it that. It's magic. And Zakria
Oh.
very clearly hesitates to say it. Just I grew up with druids. I know a thing or two. If you'll allow me 8 hours on the fields.
I mean, yeah.
Maybe 16. It all depends on how tired I am after the first go. But if you'll allow me some time on these fields, I can try something.
I mean, the last I checked, fields ain't going nowhere.
Just need your permission. So.
Well, you certainly have it. I suppose
Thank
I appreciate you asking.
Thank you.
His accent's changed like 4 times. I'm just like, so.
Okay. He's from a lot of places. He kind of adopts dialects. It's
Okay. Lord have mercy. I'm like, he's Irish. Nope, he's from the South now. Yep, that's where
stuff.
Yeah, he sure is. He's stuff. Anyway.
All right. Zakria's going to just to get comfortable, she knows she's going to be doing this for a good number of hours. She's going to like roll up her sleeves, hike up the tails of her skirt, so she's got like pants under there. Take off her heels because she's usually wearing like well gauntleted heels. Just really get her feet into the mud and dirt. We'll tie her hair back before kneeling down. She's gonna dig her hands into the soil, and she's going to start casting not ritually casting because you can't ritual cast it, but she's going to cast plant growth over the span of 8 hours for the first time in this one field.
Sure.
And just for fun flavor and considering most recent conflict, it's gonna feel weird for her and hard for her to cast this, considering how very recently her faith was a little bit shaken. And she feels like she's not answered a lot by comparison to some others. She feels there is a little bit of confliction here, but she's hoping that this deed that she's doing can restore her faith in her goddess, and she's just gonna keep her hands buried in this soil and crunch it up in her hands and waver a bit before casting.
Okay. And is there, what you feel is that energy entering into the soil, is this an aspect of you are focusing specifically on? Or is there an aspect or a plan of like throughout the next 8 hours, there's movement? Like in my mind with plant growth, like it's like almost like this like interpretive dance. Not that it has to be a dance at all. So I'm curious from like Zakria's perspective, is it about expelling the energy and the faith within her in a physical sense, or something else?
It's a little mix of That shaken faith, her digging her hands into the earth, she wants to bury that shaken faith. She wants to fully get rid of it, expel it from herself. And the moment she can, if she can feel any magic take hold, if anything good starts to come of it, she's going to grab the dirt that she essentially buried that, I'll say, reluctance or the conflict within her. She's going to take that replenished dirt and just start walking across the field and spread the newly replenished dirt.
Okay.
That's her hope, at least. We'll see.
Certainly.
We'll see if her goddess answers.
Certainly. And as you begin, that first hour probably feels troubling because you're physically, at this point, you're physically moving and manipulating the dirt. And it feels cool in your hands, but initially nothing really happens. There's not even that feeling of that energy expulsion, whether that becomes an error of frustration or not.
It would, okay. Because this is going to remind her a lot of her youth, a lot of the feelings she had when she was first originally learning to be one with plants, to be one with nature, because she never did achieve druidry.
Sure.
Because of just her own personal hang-up. So this would remind her a lot of her failures. But the thing about that was that she quit when she failed back then. She doesn't plan on quitting now.
Sure. And then as that second hour begins to emanate, that frustration is continuing to escalate. And then the third hour hits. And you actually see, or maybe you feel for the first time, that familiar, first time in a while, that familiar warm sense on the wind that you've always hoped was confirmation. And then in your hands, as these outline of essentially roots begin to unfurl all around your fingers and sort of twirl up and around into the soil as you continue to maneuver around the grounds. And then you start to see the outline of seeds. And there is that exhaustion, that not exhaustion, but that like sense of effort begins to emanate. And you begin to enrich the land. But you also know that it is just the beginning.
Mm-hmm. At that at that first sprout, she's probably gonna like there's like this chuckle of relief. Like it's one of those, she didn't want to believe that she couldn't do it, but there was always that seed of doubt.
Ironic.
Yes. The moment that happens, and she can feel it as the plants start to take root, take hold, she'll pull that dirt out and spread it a little bit, but realizing that the metal of her armor is probably disconnecting her with the land a little bit, since she knows very well druids do not wear metal. She's going to start just shedding the armor to get a better feel of the land. She's going to wiggle her toes in the dirt like she used to and just really let herself feel the earth around her.
And sort of about 30 feet away, currently now, Lizard Malore, right?
Mm-hmm.
there is this like aspect of Malora that you've not seen before, which is they were initially sort of just laying down, sort of outside the area of effect, if you will, and then seeing you experience this, there is like this like initial like pacing, and then kind of like a dog sort of rolling in the grass. Not that I would ever call Melora a dog. I don't want Melora coming after me. I'm scared of that. I'm scared of the lizard too when I play them. There, and out from that aspect, almost of play, those familiar roots spread out even from them, as perhaps there's an aspect of this that is a level of assistance. So perhaps you are not alone in this casting, at least in some aspect. And then our 3 beads of sweat. There is an energy and anticipation of this as those seeds begin to quite literally bear fruit. There's even leaves sort of coming off of aspects of this now. It's a sight to behold for sure.
She's focusing hard on stuff that yields or will yield a good amount of seeds, even if you sell most of it. So corn, strawberries, pumpkins, like literally everything the farmer was describing, just to make sure that the land stays nourished. However, with her knowledge of plants, she'd also make sure that they could cycle crops here well enough. So she'd make sure that everything is all copacetic. Like, tomatoes aren't just growing, but they're growing with marigolds, because marigolds are an excellent tomato support. There are plants here that will help with the control of bugs, like any disease. Like, she's trying to build a nice copacetic field, as opposed to just a flat field of corn and then over there some fields of strawberries. Like, she's building this marriage garden, if you will.
And even though, and fortunately, this expression does not break your concentration, but you just hear, "Holy shit!" in some aspect of this, as there's a level of shock and awe in regards to Boren and watching your effort from afar. Do you need anything, like water or I mean?
I'm concentrating. I'll be done in a couple more hours, but water would be very nice. Thank you.
All right, I'll just leave like a pitcher right over
Thank
here.
Thank you.
The fuck is going on, man? I can't wait to tell my wife about this, and just walks. You're never gonna believe me. So, Rilo, as you are continuing off, you realize that what was small triple play plus Dante is now small triple play.
Okay. Well, all right. Let's keep going. And yeah. I gotta find my friends. Gosh, they probably smell like poop. We gotta prestigitate that. Do you guys know prestigitation?
Yeah, presentation. And yeah, we've
cool.
Got it.
Cool. We're gonna need all hands on deck. All right. So yeah, heading towards that fountain to the fountain to try to get into the sewer system.
Okie dokie. And the area of in the fountain is right smack dab in the middle of the commerce district, as you are well aware of, as the probably for the first time in a while, and perhaps a sign of the efforts so far. Some of the protesting has died down. Typically, there was a set of people that were surrounding the fountain as part of this protest. Um,
Oh, as we head that way,
mhm.
I want to. Where's my? I have how many? Okay, cool. I want a twin invisibility on us.
Oh, that's interesting.
So that we don't
Okay.
cause a scene.
I love that. So yeah, as you all begin heading over, with enough time, you find a secluded place where you don't feel like you're being watched, and you seemingly disappear from existence.
Okay. And then we're gonna head that direction and try to find the access.
Okie dokie. So you come up to the fountain. The fountain is pretty large, and there is even the spray that is even barely sort of hits even your invisible selves. It is a powerful, strong stream, if you will.
Mm,
Water is weird. What can you do?
sure.
But you begin to look around. Make an investigation check.
All right.
And we'll have Sam and Gus guide you.
Oh, so advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, they'll use the help action, and
Oh,
they'll
okay.
give you advantage
Okay.
instead of giving you a D4.
Awesome. That's a dirty 20.
Nice. It's really difficult to see initially within the foam of the water as it shoots off up up off the ground. It sort of reminds you of the chocolate fountain at recent Akranas. There is except for its water, not.
Yeah.
I realized the lane I was going to, and I was like, hold on 1 second.
Okay. I got you.
And it is a set of 4 levels that just sort of descend into the larger body of water. And in the middle, surrounded by the coins of well-wishers, is the outline of a small grate.
Okay.
That seems to be right in the middle. From your vantage point, about 6 feet wide.
Okay.
Pretty big.
Okay. Then gonna head down there and go.
Okay, so you sploosh into the water. Are you trying to be careful not to make a splash? Or is it not a big deal?
It's not as big of a deal. I'm just trying not to make. I didn't want to make a big scene of
100%.
three little guys trying to looking all crazy and stuff like that. But
Certainly.
Somebody might see a little something and something like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. What's your passive perception?
my passive perception is a whole 12.
1 whole 12. You as you are kind of splashing through, you hear this small kid go, "Mom, does water splash itself?" No. And then you just hear someone just go, "What are you talking about? No, honey, it's." And then there's another like, and then you're as you continue to walk. No, see. And she goes to look, and what do you do? And what you hear above you is like you Sam and Gus are, because they're in the air still. We froze.
Same. I just
And
kind
there's
of
just like a Go ahead.
stop and just like wait.
and as you all three of you freeze, you know your father doesn't like when you just make shit up. I wasn't making shit up. Wait, just watch. And then nothing happens. And they like, come on, we need to go finish shopping. And then you see, and she just tugs him away. Like, no, like look, see, like it's right there, it's happening right now. And he goes into an absolute hissy fit and starts crying.
Yeah.
And man, you just hear Sam go, I'm both proud and sad at the same time.
Oh, me too, man. Me too. Oh my god.
So, as you approach this grate, what'd you like to do?
I want to pull on it.
Okay. Go ahead and make a strength check.
Okay. I'm so strong.
Well, Sam and Gus will will help you, so you'll get advantage on this.
Okay. Oh my god. So, thankfully
So what had
for
happened was
advantage,
Mhm.
because I rolled a nat 1 and a nat 20.
Boy, that's amazing. So, weirdly enough, amazingly, so nat 20 being a total of
Being a total of 20.
Okay, that's what I figured. Because that was what the DC was, so perfect. And you begin to, and essentially, like all three of you are kind of like 1, 2, 3, like heave, 1, 2, 3, heave, and eventually, with about on the third or fourth try, you begin to displace the grate, and where the holes are, because it's almost like a like the outline of like a you know how like those like really bad pictures where you kind of put like bars in front of you to be like, oh, we're in jail.
Yeah.
That's sort of the outline of it. And you actually see that as you pull it out, there's actually a long, like almost like a blade that sort of connects the actual like the grate to the grout that is below the fountain.
Okay.
And almost like a stopper and like a filter.
Uh-huh.
And it begins to, the water begins to sink, and almost like a reverse waterfall. You've essentially taken the stopper out of the full bathtub.
Oh yeah, of course. Jump in.
Okay. And you jump in. And you have dark vision, right?
I have double sight.
That's right. So you head on down and jump in. Fortunately, though you jumped, it's not a super duper far distance. Go ahead and give me a dex save really fast, though.
Okay. That's something I'm decent at. Oh, shit. Okay. That's another crit, but that's 24.
Would you like the superhero land?
Yes.
You superhero land, and unfortunately, no one is here to see it.
That's okay.
You feel it in your bones.
Pepper knows.
Pepper knows. Pepper knows. Sam and Gus like hear it. You just hear like underneath Sam's breast. Nice. And then something a bit unexpected happens.
Okay. That's what I was waiting for.
Because you hear the outline of like clanging as like someone's taking like a wrench to like to sheet metal.
Oh.
Do you know thieves can't?
No.
And you hear a chorus of whispers. Loud enough for you to hear, barely, but not in a language that you understand.
Right. I'm gonna.
And then
What?
there's a creaking sound,
Oh boy.
and you hear the sound of running water, like a loud wave. And where you landed, are you still in the superhero pose? Not that anyone can see it, but are you still in that pose?
I would have stood up. Yeah.
You would have stood up. Fair enough.
Yeah.
You kind of look around for a second at where you landed, and beneath you is that sense of running water. You look actually down, and even though you're on solid ground, you actually see this large wave beneath your feet. Hard to tell the distance because it's like you're looking into a mirror of yourself, and then a sense of running water beneath that,
Okay.
like a pane of glass.
Sure.
And like you feel like the sound beneath you is like an earthquake. It's that loud.
Oh. Is there still like something banging or clanging?
No, not currently.
Crap. Then I'm gonna just run in the direction that we were coming from. Yeah.
Okay. So you start to run, and you actually see the initially it takes you a while because like you start to run, and Tim and Gus are still following you. It's about not quite a tunnel, but about a 20 or 30 minute walk towards sort of where you guesstimate you were earlier today.
Yeah.
And you come to the this kind of small like sun-like type, almost like a spotlight. And on the spotlight itself is a purple crooked S.
Huh.
And right on the edge of it, right on the bottom underneath, it says, "Don't forget to feed Bess." BESS. And then points down.
Okay, I'm going down.
Okay. Satir and Rune.
Yeah.
We're back to the top of the round for you. And Rune, it's your turn.
Boy, howdy. So hearing that Sator showed Runa try to get its mouth, try to close its mouth, where did like Sator throw me the rope, or is it like on their person?
You?
Like
If I didn't see her do anything like reaching for her pack, I would have pointed to mine or not, like head nodded towards it.
and Jacob, just have is the crocodile like how am I facing it head on, or is it like vertical?
You went
or horizontal?
up. You went up, so it's below you. So Satir and the crocodile are below you. Because remember, you're still on that ladder.
Oh, okay. So I'm still inside I'm still on the rung. Okay.
Mhm.
How much movement would it take for me to get to I'm on like a side on a flat surface?
Like a set of unsure, because all you know is up or down. You don't see like a place to stand other than that.
Okay.
And like and with your lack of vision,
Yeah.
the only like light was from where the crocodile was. But I will say that you do see the outline of a similar circle, likely another hole, maybe a man cover, about 45 feet above you.
Okay. I want to try to reach Satur's pack.
Okay.
So I think
Sure.
what I want to do is like, so I want to try to come at it from where its mouth can't get me. So I want to try to come at it from like this side.
What do you want to do with the rope?
I want to try to get it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try to get it around its, at least get it around the back, at least the like probably
the middle of the maw. Sure.
Middle of the maw. Yeah.
You can certainly do that. You climb down, grab it off of Sator, make a quick lasso, if you will, and you're gonna try to a knot, and you're gonna try to bring it around its mouth. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then as you try to finish accomplishing this, it begins to sort of throw back and forth, attempting to resist it. But it can't move currently because it's grappled. And we'll say with the aspect of Satir sort of helping in this manner with it being grappled. Go ahead and make a strength check at advantage for me as you attempt to close the dish, wrap this up.
Okay. Strength check advantage. Okay, wrong dice. That's gonna be a 5. Well, that's the first one's a 15, and then the other one. Okay, it's actually dirty 20 with the advantage.
Dirty 20 is enough. You what kind of, just out of for funsies, what kind of knot is Rune making with this?
So she's gonna try to do like a almost like a hangman not where it's like got that little extra piece wrapped around. And I kind of want it to be like, if you make it and you pull it, it gets tighter. Like, not like a straight, like not, yeah, but if like she gets
Got
it
it.
around,
Like one of those like square knots. Cool.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, no problem. That makes sense to me.
Nice.
So that's gonna take your action to do all that. There we go. I think I'm good now. Oh, maybe.
Can't hear you.
Zoom has silenced you.
Not during the croc fight. No.
I like to think that me and Sajura are just like on like the back of a giant croc, just being like fucked off with like holding on.
Okay.
There we go. Oh no.
Nope. Nope.
We lost you again.
Blasted halfway through.
In reality, we're just fighting an actual croc shoe, not a crocodile, just a shoe. Just a really big shoe. That's
I
interesting.
was thinking a handbag.
Okay. I think I'm back.
Yep.
Which is funny because I was totally going to throw us to break in like 5 seconds, and I was just like, Jesus Christ. Now, before I do that, so as you both are tackling this teamwork with within this crocodile, so you have your action to ruin any bonus things you wanted to do.
Wait, do I have bonus actions? Because I'm not trying to. No, because I don't get it. Oh, do I get a no, because I haven't. Okay, nope, I'm good. That'd be my turn.
Cool. So, Crocodile's up next. Not happy that it is being treated in such a fashion, this abuse that it is taking. So you've waylaid its initial plan to try and eat you. So it's going to attempt to get Satir the F off. So Satir, give me a strength check at advantage, please, because I believe you are still raging.
I am, sir. I am. So 1 strength check. That would be a natural 20 for a 25.
Damn.
Let's go.
Wow. So it's trying to flex you off, and you are just riding dirty. It cannot get its wits about it enough to get you the hell off of its back. And essentially that's its turn. Because it can't move. Because it's grappled by you. And I'd argue, Rune, you're kind of like on the other side, like kind of grabbing the you're holding on to the
other rope.
To the other side. It's a bit of a display, which is pretty ironic, because Rilo, as you open that light, you see below you, about 40 feet, Tyr and Rune fighting a big ass crocodile.
Oh, that must be Bess. I bet she's hungry.
And you both hear above you a very familiar voice.
Rilo!
I guess we're gonna take our breaks. Beautiful. A wonderful job done by these folks. I'll say, because I think it's really fun to do right before we go to break. Oh no, Jess isn't here. Damn it. I wanted to tease something. Well, I'll just do it for the audience, and I'll just do it again afterwards. What Zakaria will see, even though concentrating on plant growth for the next several hours, is the flicker of a familiar blue arcane shield. Oh, you're amazing! Perfect timing. It's like you knew I was talking about you.
I was listening. Yes.
Oh, you had your things. So
I was in chat. You could see.
Okay, fair enough. Anyway, so Zakaria, as you are concentrating, it's not difficult to notice the flicker of a blue arcane shield above you. Like for just a flash of a second, and maybe like it could be my imagination here, but for a second there, that flicker, there was no arcane shield. Then it was back. And Dante, in your hands is one of those blue orbs. Because you put in the code to shut down this part of the shield. And now then we'll take our break.
Bing,
Oh,
bing,
great.
boom.
Exactly the thing we said we weren't going to do. Fantastic.
Fine. This is fine.
Anyway, so with that revelation amongst the chaos, we're back at about 10ish, and see how this situation continues to escalate into chaos. So Theo and a few.
Bye.
Bye.
Welcome back, everybody.
What's up?
So, amidst a classic Duval Dragons 4-way party split, as we do,
It's a thing.
it's time. It's like every 4 episodes. No regrets. As Zachariah is in the midst of enriching the land to assist with the hopefully future growth of vegetables and fruits, sort of combating against the desert. All while, speaking of combating, all while underneath the city, Rune and Satir battle this enormous giant crocodile, and Sam, Gus, and Rilo, having figured out and given chase, were able to find the connective piece to bring at least a portion of them back together. All while Dante made a pretty fucking big move, which is where we're going to start. Because Dante, as you put in the code, this, and it's sort of a set of buttons in front of this orb. You execute it, and the orb just is available to be collected, and thus the shield affected. So you have it in your hand, if you so choose. And the panel itself now dormant and, on the desk.
Dante's going to look around. Shit, it's not supposed to do that. And he's going to put the orb back in and put the code back in and reactivate it.
You set it back in. Do. Boom. And the orb becomes alive, essentially, if you will. It's familiar azure blue light. So
I told him that failsafe. He needed to fix it. That could have been bad.
So,
and correct me if I'm wrong. Rilo twin cast invisibility on him and Sam and Gus, so therefore I am no longer invisible.
No, you are not.
Oh. Did I cast invisibility on you?
You did, but no, it's fine. It's good.
Yep.
It's good.
I don't remember that.
You did it. You did it because I can't use my hat.
Yeah.
And I can't wild shape. It's fine though. It's fine.
That was 2 weeks ago, man.
And yet, seconds ago in time.
When it was not, in fact, fine.
And it's prime Rilo. Because he's
100%.
trying to do so many things.
Yeah. Don't worry. The DM knew.
So actually, with that being said,
Mm-hmm.
Dante is not going to put the orb back in and reactivate it. Because I forgot about that. I meant to clarify that before I did that.
Oh, okay. So we roll back. We roll back for a sec, and you think about putting it back, but you don't. Okay.
He is going to take the orb, put it in his backpack.
Okay.
And as I was coming up, did I see any trees?
Not here, no.
Okay. Dante is going to exit as inconspicuously as possible and try to find a tree.
Okay. Are you trying to be stealthy?
Yeah, let's try that. $19.
19. Okay, good to know. You feel decently confident, and and this is something you would know, either from a decently sized tree that you'd be looking for. You're likely either heading into the middle of the city, Commerce District especially, or outside of the city.
Outside the city.
You might say so. So, in that case, considering where you were initially, it's not very far, about a 10-15 minute walk to get you outside the city. Thank you, Buzz. Appreciate you. Thanks for them subs. So, you doesn't take you very long. You have been outside the city before. What's really interesting, actually, is well, never mind. Dante wasn't here. But what is ironic, I think, for the folks at home to know, is the tree would be familiar to literally everybody but Dante and Rune, because it is the same tree that they met one Bradshaw outside of. That's funny. Just from a location perspective, it's literally the same area. So, you have your tree.
Dante will cast Transport via Flats.
Okay. And where we go?
The courtyard of Castle Dimitriesque.
I thought you might. Okay. As the tree begins to creak and unfurl as you head home once again. Step through.
Oh, it's good to be home. I really wish I could see their faces when everything goes down.
And I think we'll switch to Rune and Satir. So, as you are still within the grasp of this giant crocodile, you hear a familiar voice up above you.
Hey, I think it's trying to eat us. And I go to try to roll the crocodile over.
Oh, it's funny you should say that, because I was actually going to ask you to roll another check.
Okay. Still at advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
Even though, it's a little, it's fine. Because, typically you have to be attacked or to be.
Was it at the end of my
stuff.
At the end of my turn? Does my rage fade, or at the beginning?
Let's
Good question.
Everyone seems to do it different. That's why I was asking.
Let's see. No, it's a great question. Let's double check. Let's see. Raging. Minute entirely. If your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn or taken damage since then. So it would be when if your turn ends, and thus that. So I'll say for now, we'll say this will be the last round unless you attack or are being attacked.
Grappling isn't attacking, but okay.
That's kind of it's weird. I'd say
That is weird.
considering it's a attempt to subdue, I think that's a good follow up clarification. So I think it's fine.
Okay. I have a strength check of 23.
Just barely beating my 22.
Ha ha ha!
Just barely. And we'll say that's when you're able to kind of, because you were trying to flip it over based off of runes. So yeah, we'll say that's the opportunity you had to do that.
Okay.
Which is a bit odd because essentially you're sort of rolling with it in order to do that, and assuming unless you wanted it, because then it would land on top of you, and that's probably not great. And so we'll say that you climb sort of like, now you're like, it's up like this, kind of flailing back and forth, but with that 23 especially, you're essentially in ground and pound. You've essentially mounted it.
Go to sleep!
Yo.
Yeah, right. And this is also what you see, Rilo.
Okay. Can I do something?
Yeah.
Can I have Bess make a Constitution saving throw?
You certainly can. That's a 15.
Awesome. It fails, and it's reduced in size.
So,
Do not kill
as
this
you point,
crocodile.
and Rilo, you appear, hand pointed out. What does your reduce spell actually look like?
Well, since it's a sorcerer spell, it is one of those that activates like little like clockwork gears that kind of
Yeah.
pop up around me, and for like a reduce, you see like clock hands that start to like go backwards and stuff, you know, kind of like turning back time, and it just yeah. Uh-oh. Oh no.
The worst mic of the day.
Right? Let's see. Technical difficulties,
Yeah, sorry everybody who's watching.
but you know, it happens to the best of us.
This is what happens when you have a traveling mic.
There we go.
Hey,
Hey,
maybe.
Maybe?
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Okay.
that might be working.
ooh,
Hear ya.
Ooh.
Okay, now my speaker works.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
okay.
Anyway, I accidentally hit it and everything goes to shit. So you're describing your reduce, and which, thank you for that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna double check one thing. so almost within an instant, at the same time as you rolled this crocodile over Satir, it shrinks by about half. About 7 foot long. So still like hilariously large, but not quite as ridiculous.
Is that easier to manage?
Hey! Thank you!
Okay, hurry up. I've only got a minute.
And when he says a minute, like, so did the lasso I made for its mouth also, because it shrunk, did it stay with it or did it
No,
bugger?
because it shrank by a lot.
Cool. So we still got, so we got, now we have a
So now the mouth is
smaller
available.
loose gator, or a loose crop.
Yeah.
Bomb.
Well, not loose because Satir's still grappling it, but the mouth is now about to be a problem. Certainly.
Can I try to quickly like wrap the rope around its body, not just like if since I've already kind of got to like if it's still positioned with the rope, can I just like take the remainder to just like wrap around its body?
I'll tell you what. Do me a favor. Let's see who's able to do that first, because we're kind of playing around with time a little bit here.
Yeah.
From like an initiative perspective.
Mhm.
So make a dexterity check for me.
Okay.
And we're going to determine based off of that if you get bitten or you take a body out of crime.
21.
21. Yeah, I think that beats a 7.
Maybe a little bit.
It's a bit terrifying because you are able to do so barely. Like it like gnashes out at you, and you're able to loosen the slack, loop it around, and close it. Like timing wise, pretty impeccably with that roll.
And reduce only lasts for a minute.
Yep.
I suggest we vacate the area now.
Okay, come on.
I'm just gonna take off running.
Okay. So you leave it? You leave it where it is, essentially. Satir, are you also letting go? And you're just getting off?
Trying to think. Would it be an it's an animal handling check, right? To know how long it would take, if I would know if this is going to work for subduing this animal.
More of a nature.
Nature.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is like the knowledge of the creature.
Yeah.
It's like ability to do its thing.
If what I'm doing,
what's higher?
For me, animal handling is higher.
Oh, you went quiet again. Okay, it's still flipped over on its back, even though it's reduced in size.
Yeah,
right?
and I'm sitting on it.
Okay. Still one bit of useless knowledge about crocodiles I know. Flip it on its back, it'll go limp.
I know that there's more power in the bite down than they have to open their mouths.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's all I know.
Yeah, they're scary.
Yeah. Especially to me because I'm like 2'10".
Okay. I
I
think
just like they run fast.
There's.
Like
okay, cool. Anyway.
There you are.
I
Jeez. Anyway, where were we? Yes, crocodile face. So my apologies, folks. What were you attempting to do now?
Would it be so I'm currently sitting on this beastie.
Yes, you are.
But I have the knowledge that if I hold it this way for long enough, it would pass out, or...
Interesting. Yeah, I'd say that would be a nature check.
Okay.
Yeah, that's knowledge versus like a physical, versus like an interaction with.
Right. Got it. Got it. Because I want to know if I have enough smarts to know to leave it alone, wait for it, or to just try to run. That would be a 15.
15. Given its size and its movement so far, you don't get the sense that if you just like kept doing what you're doing, it would like lay down and be submissive in any capacity. Its hunger is greater than your ability to keep it down. It would be a war of attrition that it would eventually win, for sure.
Looking around me really quick, is this tunnel that we're stuffed in, is it a single tunnel that goes back, or is it
Great question.
a single cave, or where am I at the moment?
Great question. So you take a bit of a risk to look behind you,
Mm-hmm.
and you see the outline of a tunnel continuing forward and appearing to loop down a bit, and then fans out into three smaller tunnels.
Okay, so I have it on its back.
And with your passive, by the way,
Okay.
you hear some whispers and a small clang coming from that area.
A small clang, like metal on metal.
Come on, Sator, we only have a minute.
So I'm going to heave with all my strength to try and slide it on its back that direction, so I have time to go up the ladder.
Okay. Interesting. So you're essentially like physically pushing it like away from you?
Yeah, so
Okay.
that way I have enough time to try to go up the ladder.
Okay. As that happens, I'm gonna say you're able to do that like without any resistance from it. It tries and fails it, but what happens is it will flick its tail at you.
That's fine.
Once again for a 19 to hit.
That does hit me.
Yeah, especially since it's got a like 10-foot reach. That's 20 points bludgeoning damage.
Reduced to 10.
Right. Thankfully, you're still raging. And as you whack, stars once again exploding in your mind, but it careens and almost like slides into. There is a bit of condensation and sludge underneath it, so it slides into the darkness.
Up! Let's go!
And you definitely hear it thrash and attempt to slide back towards you as you get the hell out of dodge, going up.
Okay.
Up the ladder.
Brother.
Up the ladder.
Does it come near them?
Hey.
No,
Okay.
it's you. Well, not near, because Satir kicked it far enough away.
Okay.
It definitely is. Well, let me first of all see if it can. I know it's not a turtle, but let's just see if it can actually flip over, because that's really funny. Yeah, it does. That's enough. And it, as everyone's beginning to climb up, and you have Sam and Gus kind of right above you. You see the outline of the croc, like the maw, outside of the hole.
If it gets like starts coming closer, I would cast a spell.
Okay. So you see the maw. It's because it's fortunately can't really climb a ladder. So it is very upset though that its meal is not here, and it's just looking around, smelling and wishing for hunger to be
Okay.
satiated.
Once they get up the ladder, I drop concentration. Sorry, Bess. Do we have any food?
I mean, yeah, I've got some. I still. First of all, that was terrifying, and you're amazing. I know I don't tell you. I feel like I never tell you that enough. You literally complimented him about being awesome earlier today. Oh, I forgot.
Can we drop down some food to Bess or something if you guys have any?
Yeah. I've got some like jerky.
Okay. I mean, it's probably not enough, but at least it's something. I feel bad.
Toss it.
Sorry,
Like that.
Bess. Hopefully, the S people will be back and give you food soon.
Yeah, that's people weird.
Alrighty. Okay, we found you. Good. Let's get the heck out of here because there's
Yeah, please.
whispers and stuff.
I don't like
it.
any of it. All right, cool.
Wait, what? Yes, but that was a crocodile.
Yeah,
That
I
tried
know.
to eat us.
Yeah, and it's a pet of some people with the letter S or person with the letter S. And I don't like it because I hear whispers and stuff and clanging and we gotta get out of here because I think it has something to do with Bradshaw or something.
Yeah, why? There's clanging back there too.
So let's go. You're better at tracking stuff, Stuart.
Where are we?
We're in the sewers or tunnels.
I,
We're in the
I,
yeah, sewers. We got down here from the fountain in the square.
Yeah. About that. Are we going to do that again? Can we turn everyone invisible?
Oh no, yeah, we gotta find another place because like we accidentally drained the fountain. You know? So
Oh,
come
I
down
mean,
here.
it wasn't exactly an accident, I guess. It's sort of a science thing.
Yeah, totally. But it's just one of those things that we were trying not to draw attention and stuff, so we were invisible. But I can't make all of us invisible and stuff. That's crazy.
I mean, how many people can you make invisible, Rilo?
Just like me and one other person. But you guys kind of count as one person, so you know.
Oh, well, that's convenient.
But yeah. So
then where else could we get out if we can't go at the fountain?
And I'm definitely not going back with the crocodile.
aren't there I don't know. What am I looking at, Jake?
Well, before I answer that, I was
uh,
looking at Sam and Gus. Like, so if you can use it on 2 people,
uh-huh.
I think that we can use it on 2 people.
Oh, I see what you're thinking. Like you twin and I twin and we all twin and we're quadruplets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Understand, but whatever you're going to do, let's do it. Get out of here before.
Okay.
Do we continue to hear whispers?
You do.
Okay.
Do any of you know Thieves Camp?
Oh, I'm sorry, knows what?
Thieves Camp?
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
So okay, I'll get Rune, you get Sator, and then we'll head back to the fountain.
All right. Ready, break. And he turns, and everyone's invisible.
Okay, can you you can hear me, right? Right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, Rune,
Yeah,
I'm gonna hold
yeah.
your hand, you know, and
Okay.
just follow along with me, okay?
Okay.
And Gus, you hear Gus Satir? Don't worry, I got you.
Alright. Okay. Where are we go?
Back
Oh,
to the
my-
fountain.
Okay.
And as you head up, that clanging stops, and you hear applause and cheering. Bradshaw, 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 Bradshaw.
Oh no.
Well-
But
So,
That can't be good.
as y'all continue down that tunnel back towards the water fountain.
Uh-huh.
And the square-shaped hole that is about 10 feet above the ground. Oh, I forgot about the fact that, like, Rello jumped down and we flew down.
Yeah, I can,
Oh, wait! Rope!
rope.
So we'll fly up and we'll tie it to something.
There you go.
And now it's just going to be a weird, like, floating snake-looking rope.
It's okay.
Oh, boy.
Hey,
I don't like the sound of this anymore.
We'll pull it back out when we're up there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's just do that before I change my mind.
Yeah.
And they fly up. Matter of fact, everything on you does also turn invisible, so it's actually not even a visible rope anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, okay.
So
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, I can't even see this. This is great. And it flies up. And for the sake of simplicity, ties it on the statue. And fortunately, it's in the ground enough to not cause any issues. Aside from maybe a creak or three, that is a bit of a concern. But other than that, you make your way up without any issues.
Okay.
Where are you headed?
Do we need to plug up the hole back up before we go?
No, let's like get out of here and away from this thing so nobody knows like we're here and
Okay.
stuff.
Can we still hear people shouting Bradshaw's name?
It seems to have died down. And there's more talking.
Wow, I'm having like serious case of deja vu.
Fighting crocodiles?
No, being in the square. Sakria and Dante not here. Bradshaw chanting. This feels too familiar. Why?
Where should we go? Do
I
we know
guess we gotta.
do we know where anybody is?
No, we gotta go back. We gotta finish what we were doing today. Right? We gotta go. Dante probably went to the place where we were going, the orb thing, right? The thing.
I would hope so.
We'll go look there. But first, we just need to find a place where we can just be discreet, so I can drop this invisibility spell.
Why don't we
Good
stay
idea.
this way all the way there?
Oh, well, okay, yeah, that's true. We could do that for a while.
Last 10 minutes, right?
Less an hour.
Hour. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we'll go. But just you know where we were going, right?
Thought we were on our way to
I'm
look at the
just-
shield.
Yeah, I'm just surprised I was able to track you guys down. Okay, I'm not great with directions and stuff. I don't know how I did that.
You did great, Rilo.
Well, if it's any consolation, fortunately, it's a pretty straight shot.
Yeah, but I could mess that up pretty easily.
Regardless, you guys did
Same.
great.
Well,
Let's hope we don't find any more holes.
right. So let's keep an eye out where we're walking.
Do we
And-
still stink?
Yep. We're
Yep.
we're working on that.
We have to still stink because if I cast prestidigitation, then the spell ends.
Oh
So,
yeah. Wait, is prestidigitation a concentration spell?
but it's I thought it's an action, or is it maybe it's an
yeah,
attack?
no. If you
think
cast a
it's
spell
action.
while you're invisible,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're good.
this is not greater invisibility, so yeah, we have to wait. So yeah, we have to smell until we. Yeah, that's why we need to like get out of the invisibility so we can like make you guys not smell anymore.
Outstanding.
But that can wait till we get there.
Yeah. Okay. You're not smelling what I'm smelling, man. You're used to it by now.
Trust me, Rilo.
It's funny, Rilo, because you do. There is, as you guys head out, there is there is some upturned noses, and folks are just like, where did that come from? What happened? Just like this air, like it just follows you, literally. You're like, and Sam's like, I feel like really uncomfortable about all this.
Oh god,
Because,
you
like,
farted. Okeechovia. Ugh.
As you travel to Korea, as the second half of your plant growth continues, make a religion check for me.
That's a 15.
15. So, as the sense of like, oh, like this, there is something to this. This is working. As you get into the back half of the situation, that warmness that's typically fleeting, or is a sense of confirmation, whether of thoughts, of prayer, what have you. It's sustained in a way that maybe you've never felt before. And you hear Boren kind of come back around, and he's brought a crowd with him of about 35, 40 people. See what she's doing? It's just like I had to show you all of y'all. Like there's just something about this magic stuff. I'm really damn impressed. Miss Ryashi.
I'm still concentrating. What do you need?
Oh no, I was telling some of the folks what you were up to, and they were like, "That's bullshit. That's bullshit, Boren. Like ain't nobody doing anything like that." And so I had to kind of show them what you've been up to. Don't mind us. We're just gonna be amazed and just be over here.
At that, Zakria's gonna pluck something that's just fruited off and toss it, like anything that's edible right now.
Okay.
and toss it over.
And you kind of toss it over sort of absentmindedly because you're trying to stay locked in and not like have this cause a distraction. And this smaller half elven woman, probably about 5'7" or so, looks and sort of unfurls like a baby ear of corn that you essentially just tossed. Is this it? We can just have this? Just you're doing this? This is supposed to take weeks, months.
It's not for me, and after this, it will take that.
Oh.
But at least you can use the land now.
All right. Thanks.
There's no better way to learn than to feel.
She'll like crunch into it. Say no more. I'm in. Happy to help. And as you're continuing this, the crowd no longer is a spectator. They are getting and digging trenches, and not trenches. Like, is it trenches? I guess it's trenches. Wordplay is fucking weird sometimes behind the DM screen. And just creating places for the more fertile dirt and that you're sowing the seed of, if you will, and the roots continue to unfurl and spread out, even growing new grass as well as part of this. Anything? Oh, well, here's a really important question. As the afternoon winds into the evening, how does plant growth resolve?
You said, how does it resolve? Let's see. How would she do this? There's gonna come a point where it's just it's 1/3 level spell slot that took 8 fucking hours, but it's just sweat is all over her brow. She reeks, but not typically of her usual gym rat sweat. Like this is a workout of a different caliber that she's probably experienced maybe once before when she worked with Rilo on learning new magics. She's mentally exhausted, and her body shows that in a way that she doesn't usually expect. So she, at the end of this spell's time, she's just going to feel the last 5 minutes of it, step off of the field, use that last 5 minutes to make a patch of grass as she falls to her knees and slumps forward. And as she slumps forward, the grass comes to meet her head, and she creates this cushiony, soft, pillowy grass for herself to just rest for a second. Your mic.
Oh, nuts.
No, that was me muting myself in a way that's different. Because typically I mute my mic, but I don't want to touch my mic, so I'm muting myself in Zoom and forgot. Because, ADHD. Have you heard of it? Anyway, so as you do, and as you rest, you can see the outline of the sun that has been sort of with you this whole time. Almost like timing wise, it's a bit too convenient, and yet it goes behind a cloud, and the temperature around you drops for a minute. And you begin to hear the small, soft sprinkle of rain. And what's odd about it, though, is that there's a scent of sort of sweetness to it. Not sugary, but just like a wildflower.
Honeysuckle.
Exactly.
God, I love honeysuckle.
Who doesn't? So, how long do you rest?
Zakria's gonna take about 15 minutes in that grass. Just she started just face first in the grass. It's been a while since she's felt grass. She really wants to feel it and breathe it in. And then before she gets up, before she turns, she's not sure even if this is going to work, but she's going to cast Speak with Animals and whisper gently into the earth in hopes that she can incite some really, really good crop helping worms to come in here and just keep the work she's got going. She's just whispering sweet nothings, calling them by sweet names and saying things like, "There are so many wonderful snacks for you, friends. It is time for you to return to where you used to live. We're so glad to see you home. I hope you feast. I hope you help. Let Melora smile on you." Just whispering prayers until that full 10 minutes of Speak with Animals is over, in hopes that she can summon some of these earthworms here. And after that's done, she's gonna get up, look at her friend, the old farmer there, and
Really fast, before you do that,
please.
make an animal handling check at advantage.
Ooh.
As a purple worm. No,
I'm glad I had advantage. That's an 8 and an 18. Animal handling, so dirty 20.
okay. 30-20. Amazing. All right. As you sort of hope that your message strikes purchase with any entities below the ground. As Speak with Animals wraps, Lizard Melora, since Melora seems to be here too, just to be more specific, kind of in classic Melora fashion, sticks her tongue out at you. I think they heard you.
Here's hoping.
Well, and kind of digs a claw into the earth. I'll monitor progress. And there's initially, even in the midst of all of this conversation, there is a smattering of like golf clapping style applause. And then as you went to go turn to Boren, he says, don't distract her. I think everyone's hearts are in the right place, but like she's concentrating here.
I'm all right. That glass of water, please.
Yeah, of course. Come on, yeah, and goes and grabs a picture. A picture.
Whole picture of water.
A whole
can
one
only look
picture.
at it.
Yeah, it's like Foursquare or something. It's Instagram.
Oh God.
All right.
Yeah. Zakria's gonna get up, just roll a shoulder, start stretching, grab that glass of water, and without any way to communicate to the rest of her party, and feeling rejuvenated in the light of the recent news she's had, she's gonna keep fucking going until somebody contacts her. She's gonna just step onto the next field and rinse and repeat.
And you cast Plant Growth once again?
Oh yeah. She's gonna keep going until she's out of 3rd level spell slots, so that's a full fucking 24 hours.
Okay.
Or until somebody contacts her.
All right. Fair enough.
Do we have a way of contacting her?
Y'all have some paper birds?
Did she let us know where she was going when she left?
I left a note saying that I was going to get some work done. Y'all know as a team that Zakria was specifically going to be rejuvenating the fields.
Yep.
Okay.
You know the general area of where she would be. These fields are on the northeast, kind of right below them, right to the west of the mountains.
Okay, cool. Because I think we would have like gone to look at that thing and then like gone to find Zakria.
Okay. We'll get back to that in a sec. Dante, as you once again, as mentioned, arrive home. Are you headed to your room or headed to seek an audience with your mother or something else?
He's headed to his throne.
Fair enough. I love that. Okay. After a few minutes, there's sort of like a smattering of movement and footsteps as some of the servants swing by the throne room. Oh, sir, I'm so sorry. We didn't know you were going to be arriving today. We have received a forewarning so we could set up a welcoming party.
It's fine. It's fine. Could you ask my mother to join me?
Yes, of course, certainly. We'll go ahead and set that up. Sorry, and he just runs off. And about 10, 15 minutes go by. And the large double doors creak open. We've truly devolved into summoning, my dear boy.
I just asked them to ask you to come join. It was not a summons. You could have chose not to come.
I suppose that is true. Well, considering your look right now, I don't. Your pending missions still seem unresolved.
Do you know what he was?
He was. What do you mean?
And basically, Dante will tell his mother what the king / the seven turned into. Who hired you?
She sort of like paces around the room for a moment. And it's a familiar sound. An empty room, nothing but the echo of heels on the floor below. It doesn't matter who hired me. This is much bigger than that.
He'll reach into his bag and he'll pull out the orb.
Oh. It seems you've decided to escalate things.
You could say that. I want you to use this technology to make shielding for our soldiers. I've changed my mind.
Really?
I don't care to walk amongst the food anymore.
Make a
Close. Go ahead.
persuasion check if you are telling the truth, and a deception if you are not.
That is a natural 20 on persuasion. And hold on, let me go back to his character sheet.
What's natural 20? It's probably at least decently enough.
21 total.
21.
Yeah.
She walks over to the throne where you sit, walks up the stairs, walks behind you, puts her cold, stark white hands with sharp black nails on your shoulders. Indeed, you are my son after all. I anticipated an outright rejection. What, or even perhaps a second runaway, what amongst the food changed your mind?
Much like who hired you is trivial, what changed my mind is trivial.
Well, and what of the peacekeepers then?
I've left them to their own demise.
Really?
They showed me that I was nothing but a monster.
Monsters, they also have a way in this world.
Reach out to Bradshaw. See if he needs anything.
My dear boy, what makes you think we're not already talking?
Good. Where are my sisters?
Well, the one you sent away is doing well, apparently. My birds tell me, anyway. Would you be recalling her now at this point?
No. She will stay where she is. She's too soft for this kind of work.
As for your other sisters, they're off taking care of a few things for me. Your visit, of course, initially troubled them, but I especially think now, this new situation, perhaps we indeed will be a little happy family once again.
Perhaps. There is one thing.
Hmm.
If anyone contracts the ending of the Peacekeepers, the little one is left alone.
Which little one?
The petiteling.
He's off the table then.
He is off the table.
It's done. But really, everyone else, they wish to throw them all away.
As you once reminded me, they're only cattle.
Learn quick. As expected. Ah. In regards to our king problem, that, speaking of monsters, is this a situation you just wish to let play out as intended without any involvement?
Let's see what the Peacekeepers do. Maybe he'll take care of our problem for us.
Interesting. What about our heirloom from the north?
The king's away. Prime.
Away for good, it seems.
Yes, he's a rather busy entity. So I think it would be simple enough to get a small group in, retrieve the item. I harbor no ill will toward the queen. So no harm is to come to her.
If she's not compromised already.
That is a possibility. Which is why I want to use this shielding technology that Anders came up with to make armor for our soldiers. It's impenetrable, and I don't think that thing could even make it through.
Right? She just smiles. Any other surprising business in which to catch up on?
Not for today. I'll meet with the generals tomorrow. We have plans to make.
Indeed. Well, then, what is your next move, my dear son?
We're going to sail across the sea and take the lands that we don't have any influence in yet.
No? K-Dub, then?
K-Dub it is.
Going to need a new hat. And she just kind of squeezes your shoulders, like with this, like, massage. And slowly walks out the room.
As soon as she's gone, he's going to get up and go over to where the portrait of his father is. He's going to elongate his claws and strike the painting and rip it.
As it clatters to the ground. And you kind of hear a door open as a servant peeks in, sees you and what you've done, and then closes the door.
And he's basically going to go back and sit on the throne and sit there all night.
Rilo, Satir, and Rune. You, invisible still, make your way to where essentially you shortly before last saw Dante. Actually, quick clarification, Dante. Would you have left the door open?
Yeah, I think he would have, because he wants them to know that he was there.
I thought you might say that. So you get there and see an open door, a desk, a chair, an empty slot where something spherical would fit in.
I drop concentration.
I'm not.
Zakria, we gotta go. Where's Zakria?
He was supposed to. I think she went off somewhere to work
Yeah.
on her
Let's go.
project.
Let's
What-
go. Let's go.
What?
Was
Wait,
it-
what?
what's happening?
I'm missing. Yeah, I'm really confused.
Where's
What-
Dante?
Exactly. Isn't there supposed to be something here glowing?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the shield's
Yeah,
up, right?
We
Why
were
is
supposed to
there-
just observe the shield.
Yeah, just intel, right?
There's nothing there.
Okay.
You think somebody took it? Maybe somebody.
Dante.
Why would he take the shield?
I don't know. He's probably got a good reason, but we need his Kriya.
All right.
Speaking of Zachariah,
Should we close the door?
Close the door. Let's go. Let's go.
All right.
door closes. Just another shack. Just another shack. Zachariah, as you kick into the evening, the sun beginning to set now. Though unbeknownst to you, currently, a force, your friends, darting through the city, heading into your direction. Familiar voice speaks into your mind. I hope your plans have come to fruition, because it is time. The deadline is tomorrow. Maybe it is indeed time for us to meet. As Brashaw sends you a message.
You're muted, Jess.
Yeah. I'm interested in meeting. Because though we have an agreement, I don't think I can trust you at your word.
After a few moments, you receive another. Why would you? Smart of you. Why don't you gather all of your friends and we'll meet where all of this started. See you at the stables. Tomorrow, sundown.
Where all of this started, now for me, that's the tree, because I think we thought you were an asshole from the get-go. But if you think the stables, that's fine.
Damn.
Response. And that's where we'll end tonight's episode.
Haha.
Spicy.
Well.
Well. Perfect. I think everything will be fine for episode 50. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, because meeting in the stables worked really well. So, anyway, folks, thank you so much as always for being here all the time, the things and stuff. Great. I'm a professional dungeon master. Anyway, as per usual. Yeah, I am. Somehow. I don't know how. Anyway. So of course, episode 50. It's like it's just a weird thing to even like say out loud. So I'm sure and I'm really happy that all these things are coming together in perfect harmony and time. So before we get out of here, you gotta follow these people, and because they're also doing other shit that's really, really cool out here on the internet. And maybe we'll talk about some other cool stuff that's happening too. So, starting with the man who went home, perhaps for good, Jeremy.
Hi, everybody. I was Dante D Winners tonight. Bit of a shock. He betrayed his friends. But you can find me this Tuesday for Ravenloft King of Ravens, where I get to torment my players we're picking up at a pretty spicy point where we left off, and can't wait to see how all that turns out. And that's pretty much all you can find me in. So if you got something like bi-weekly Tuesday or Sunday, opposite of those two games, hit me up. You can find me at Darth and Trary on the interwebs.
Hell yeah. And you know, maybe we'll see Dante in 2 weeks. I don't know. Who knows? JK LOL, maybe not. Chris.
Hey everybody. Hi, I'm Chris. You can find me over on Twitter at Chris N. Jesus, it's been a long time since I said that one. I also have a link tree that you can find me at, posted up in there in the good old chat box. Yeah, I do things at badlandsdnd.com. Currently we're getting planning done for our big event over Labor Day weekend. So if you're in the Montana region, come over and see me. Because, yeah, there's not much else to do in Montana during the Labor Day time unless you're a fisherman. So if you want to throw the clickety-clack-clack rocks, come over and play some games with me. But otherwise, I'm here every other Sunday with these lovely folks. So, hey, guys. That's it.
Wonderful. Jake!
Oh, boy, howdy. It's a lot of processing here. I am Jake Quartz. You can find me here on Sundays playing Duval Dragons. You can also find me on other Sundays playing with Maddie in Dragonlance Rebirth, where I play a little stonk boy named Berlioz. And then you can also find me on the USS Solidarity, also with Maddie and other wonderful people, playing a counselor who is not getting paid enough. And if you still can't get enough of the shenanigans, you can find me on TikTok at JQuartz5, where I do shenanigans and stuff.
Fucking amazing. I don't know. Somebody really, really cool named Jess.
Oh, hi, guys, gals, non-binary pals, and buttholes at me. I'm Jess. I'm Freckle Sketches everywhere. You can find me mostly here, bi-weekly, 3 days a week. That's every other Sunday for Duval Dragons, every other Tuesday for Ravenloft King of Ravens, and every other Wednesday for Dragonlance Legacy of Chaos. It's great. I'm either party mom, a super horny Oni, or the sweetest fucking person you've ever met in your whole goddamn life. It's fantastic.
Oh my god, we're science bros, dude. It's so
We're
cool.
science bros. That's on the amphitheater, though. That's every other Thursday, where I'm a cat. We're science bros. Jacob and I are science bros. Maddie runs that game. It's so fucking cool. We're going to school. We've passed so far all of our tests. I still have to remember to level up my boy. But it's a really fucking good time. I'm so glad to be a part of of so many fucking fantastic streams. Otherwise, I'm going to be picking back up streaming on my channel. Come tomorrow, actually, I'm going to be streaming more of Saru, Chris's map. It's going to be fantastic. That's going to be about midday tomorrow. And then I think Wednesday, we're going to kick off some more Fire Emblem because Switch games aren't going to play themselves, baby. Otherwise, I'm your resident fantasy cartographer. I make maps, and I know you like maps. Maps are fucking cool.
Yeah.
So buy my maps. I'm the official cartographer for this lovely show, Duval Dragons, for Ampistrano, and for Utharian Legends. I'm also the lore keeper for Ampistrano, though, because I take thorough notes. So,
got to.
if you need a lore keeper, I'm considering also taking that up as a vocation. So
note taker, low keeper.
I will watch your shows and take your notes for you.
Not bad. I'm a professional lore keeper. That's awesome.
I might need you soon, Jess.
That'd be a cool job.
Amazing.
I think it's a fucking cool job. I just get to watch stuff and be like, oh, I'm gonna connect all the red threads and be weird about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna obsess over things that only I obsess about.
That's amazing. I love that.
Thank you so much. Love y'all so much for being here.
Love you back. Maddie.
Hey folks, I'm Maddie, aka So Maddie Games, use he and pronouns. And I don't even know what just happened.
We got hoodwinked, is what happened.
What?
We got hoodwinked.
I mean, yeah, wow. But I'm also thinking that like my birthday's gonna be like banana pants.
Yeah, it is.
Because it's gonna be episode 50 here in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, it's my birthday. I'm turning 47, right? Yeah.
I thought you were younger than me.
No, I'm 46.
Said that with such a sigh.
No.
It was like
I'm
just
I'm turning 47. I thought you were a year younger than me.
Wait, I'm 40. Hold on. What year is this?
Let's unpack it.
Math is
no,
hard.
I'm turning
friends.
46. Okay, that's right.
See, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Gosh, I'm like,
Amazing, all of that.
I don't
to be
remember.
here for
Like, I am so old. I can't remember how old I am. So, there's that.
Hot.
No, yeah, I'm turning 46, and I'm going to either, I don't know, make peace with Bradshaw, or kill Bradshaw, or die by Bradshaw. One of the three of those things is going to happen, I'm sure. And it's going to be great. But in the meantime, in between time, you can find me here. Nothing tomorrow, because tomorrow is my husband's birthday. So, because we're like about 2 weeks apart. And so I'm going to be offline and spend the day with my hubby and everything. And then Tuesday, back for Ravenloft, King of Ravens. Wednesday, we've got Dragonlance Legacy of Chaos. Then home stuff. And then back for Dragonlance Dragons of Rebirth.
Yeah.
Where we might have Dan back because we want to resolve that whole thing.
Yeah.
And
Boy, did that get messy.
And do I keep causing all sorts of crazy things happening in my campaigns? But I want more
Timelines. Who needs them?
more crossovers. So
Yes.
we're gonna do that as much as possible. And then the following Tuesday is Star Trek, and then we have Arkenhold,
Yeah.
which is I don't even know how to explain it. It is the the most amazing little project
So good.
I've ever created, and
It's amazing.
It's
6
amazing.
collaborators. We each made a school. Maddie
Yep.
threw us in the school, and now he's
Yep.
throwing us through the gauntlet of like figuring it out. We're leveling up every time, and it's all through the power of heart and friendship.
Oh my god, I know. So good. That's
If
more
you
like
need
hug
a fucking
everyone.
stinger, Maddie, I will write a script. I'm not even kidding.
Dude. Done.
I'll do it.
But I'm just like,
You won't.
Bet.
it was amazing. It's amazing. It's great. And it is. I think my biggest mistake of it all was pitching it as a limited series.
It's not going to be.
I really should
No way.
just pitched it as a forever thing, because I don't want it to end ever. It's so
I don't want it
good.
either.
Oh my god.
So good.
Well, we'll see. Yeah, and I make lots of things. You can look at them.
Maddie's so bad at advertising himself.
Oh
I
my
posted
God, it's-
links in the Twitch chat. Go hit up the links.
You
Maddie,
did it like so long ago too.
I did it so long ago because I know Maddie. goddammit.
I know.
Yeah.
So Maddie Games out
Follow.
work. You can hire him for stuff. He does overlays. He did our opening. He does our intros. You see little fucking 8-bit art? That's fucking Maddie. He's
Yeah.
dope. Hire
He's
him for
amazing.
all this
It's
shit.
on this shirt that you can also buy.
You can check
Hire
out
him.
the portfolio at ko-fi.com and also So Many Games Out Work. Like,
Yeah.
just hire him. Just do me a favor.
Do it.
His birthday
won't.
is soon. You got to give him enough time to get that shit done before his birthday. Or
Yeah.
after his birthday. I don't give a shit. Whatever your timeline is, Maddie could do it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Because, rent's due here shortly. So, yeah, I could use some work.
Fair. Yeah.
Anyway.
Pay Maddie's rent for his birthday.
There you go. And So Nerdware. We have lots of stuff there. Lots of cool stuff. And yeah. And I'm really
Helping Hard Hands.
yes. We've got that coming up on March 10th. That's gonna be a big day. We have another GM running a game on stream for the first time. Our friend Katie, aka
Popping that cherry.
is running a game on stream for the first time. I'm really excited for this. And yeah, I'm running an epic 20th level one shot. We've got Kim Metzgerl running a game that she created about bad boy bands and stuff, right?
That's amazing.
and then ending the night with we're finally getting back to a year later, a game that Ryan was supposed to run the night before my birthday, I believe, honestly, when I had to stop everything and go rescue my husband. But we're all supposed to be retired 14th level retired adventurers. We're all going to have ailments of some sort, and we're going to have probably a very difficult time doing anything. So it's going to be banana pants. So join us as we, do the thing. That's, yeah. And and thank you all, because before the game I was crying a lot from a song, and then I almost cried just a few minutes ago, and now when we get off this call or when we get off stream, I'm probably gonna cry some more. But I love you guys so much.
Love you.
Jake,
love you.
What are you doing?
Oh my God, nothing. I'm not doing anything at all. As a matter of
Lies.
fact. Man, am I a bad liar? Bad liar. Anyway, look, everybody. This is my favorite thing to do: is run and play games with all my friends, new and old, and indifferent. And by indifferent, I mean not at all, because I love everyone. As my mic decides to do the thing, which I will fix after this call, because fuck all of that today. Anyway. Look, definitely gotta come back in 2 weeks, because it's gonna be a barn burner of an episode. I can't wait. I'm so excited. In between now and then, of course, this coming Tuesday typically would be Kadori Fields of Wonder over on the Amphitheater, the channel that I co-founded. But because Bill got a promotion and has to do traveling stuff, we are going to get together and watch the first episode of Eulalia 5e, a Redwall story, the lovely Redwall-based D&D campaign of emotional amazingness that I ran last year. And I thought it might be fun to revisit and do a little, DVD commentary of why I panicked when April Raygun started a food fight. But I also know, that's when I knew that we had a fucking show, because she started a food fight and we were off the rails in 30 minutes into the first episode. That'll be fun. So that's Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern time over on the Amphitheater. Wednesday is the beginning of a new campaign, Misfits of Althea, which was initially a 6-shot, and just like Arcade University is going to be, we all loved each other too much, and it became a campaign because we just didn't want to stop hanging out and playing together. So that's over on the That's How We Roll _ channel over there. That's going to be at 9:00 p.m. Eastern time. This Thursday, I'm actually going to be chilling, because Outcast and Outclass ended its season. And it'll be back in a few weeks with some one-on-one sessions leading into a new premiere, which is to be determined. And of course, as we mentioned earlier, you can of course see Jay, Maddie, and myself in Dragonlance Dragons of Rebirth, where I pass the emotional damage baton back to Monsieur So Many Games over here. And of course, as mentioned previously, on the opposite Thursday, Arcanal University episode 4 coming up real soon. And it's going to be a good time. I'm really excited about that. Science Bro out.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and,
Maddie.
You know what we're doing that coming Thursday?
What are we doing?
We are going to see the school that Jake created.
Yay!
There's your hint. And that's the tease.
Boy, I need to go rewatch everything I improv in episode 1.
And
You didn't take notes? What?
Oh no, it's all.
That's
good.
what I have Jess for. Anyway.
Hi, I'll take your notes for you.
I also have a
Hire her.
recording of the video chat that we had when we created your school.
Right.
So I could send that to
It's
you.
fine. There's also that. Where there's a will, there's a way, of course. So it's going to be a good time. I cannot wait.
You are this is fine. The dog burning like everything around you. Fucking, this is fine. That's you at all fucking times, Jacob.
Wait till you see how much of this session I planned. It was really little.
Oh God.
That's
the thing.
What's planning?
D&D.
You know.
Never heard of her. Anyway, Maddie, who are we rating?
Oh, who are we rating? That's a good question. I should have been
Well,
looking at that.
That's fine. While you figure that out, why don't I tell the people at home
Oh, hey,
a few
look at
things that are really important?
So Matt from Dragons of Rebirth, you know, our old buddy Matt, is streaming Final Fantasy VII remake right now.
Ooh,
so
great
we're
game.
gonna raid them. So Jake,
Great.
what's the deal?
Man, what a great question, Maddie. As you may or may not remember, folks at home, I'd like to remind you of the following truths before we all disassemble for the evening. And that's the fact that Black Lives Matter. Stop AAPI hate. Trans rights are motherfucking human rights. If you don't have a uterus, you don't get to tell me what uterus is what to do with theirs. Mind your goddamn business, stay in your motherfucking lane. Climate change is real. Mental health is health. Read some books because they're the only reason why anything's really good, like media-wise. So, and make sure that you give yourself a little hug and and make sure that you know that love is motherfucking love. We love you. Thank you so much as always. Choose love. Oh my God, episode 50. Fuck.
50!
See you in 2 weeks.
And we're out.